Hello, thank you for coming to this video today, guys. In this video, I'm going to be showing you guys how to get your node up and running. It's essentially kind of what we did in last video with a relay node and a regular node. But in this video, we're going to be generating all the stuff that we need to get our pools ready. And then I'm also going to be showing you guys how to switch to Pioneer 3 to do Exercise 3. So this video is pretty much a guide for Exercise 3. So I hope you guys enjoy it, and then if you guys want to support me and my channel, you can donate with Cardano or BAT, or you can check out my Cardano Stake Pool right here, Pay ADA Stake Pool. We've been doing really good lately. In the last video I said, can we reach 5 million? And we did it. Can we reach 7.5 million is my next goal for Pay ADA. We're at 6.44. We've got a 14.4% ROI. We've been doing really good, and we're going to keep doing really good. And I really appreciate all the support. And then if you guys want updates for the pool, and then also from me about my videos and stuff, I've been pretty active on Twitter. The link for that will be down below. But let's jump right into the video. Okay, we are now on to the second portion of this video where I'm going to be showing you guys how to get everything ready to start producing blocks. I got a few complaints in my last video that I wasn't going over everything. I was skipping over some ideas. I'm going to try to be a bit better about that. And I'm also going to try to explain some things and not worry too much about the length, but try to still keep it short and to the point. So Exercise 3 came out, and what this is doing is getting us ready for producing blocks. So what I'm going to show you guys first how to do is be ready to do Exercise 3. And this portion is going to take a little bit. So we're just going to want to go to the GitHub repository for Cardano node. And then we're going to want to switch to Pioneer 3. So we're just going to want to go to that downloads folder that we created and cd to Cardano node. And then once we're here, we need to do git checkout tags / Pioneer -3, and then your head is now merged, so you're on Pioneer 3. You're good to go now, and then you can do git branch to check that. Yep, head detached at Pioneer 3. So then now we need to run that cabal build all command. This is going to take a while. If it doesn't take a while, that means something's wrong. I don't know. It might not take near as long as the first time. It should be a bit quicker. But it's so remember how I told you guys in my first video about paths, and it's something you need to learn to use Linux. Well, even though you build all and you updated the Cardano node in this repository, you still need to move over Cardano node and Cardano CLI. And if you guys need to remember how to do that, I would go check out my last video. So after you're done building all, you still need to move those over there. So what it is, to jog your memory, you're going to do cp, the directory, and then the directory it's going to. The directory that it's in, I'll go ahead and show you that real quick. I've already got it done, so I'm not going to do it. I'm pretty sure it's in dist new style. So we'll go check that out real quick. But essentially, you just need to put that back in your path, the new updated version. And then when you guys do the the cabal build all, it actually updates the one in here. So maybe it's in build. We'll keep looking. Yep. So it's just further down this rabbit hole. You just need to go to the x86 Linux. Keep going. Keep going. You're going to see Cardano node, and then you want not the you want the actual executable, and you just want to copy that over to the to your bin, and then you can see that back here by doing ls-a, and then you'll be able to go there. It's in the dot local. I'm pretty sure. Check that. Make sure I'm not giving you false information. Yep, there's your bin. So you just want to copy that over there in the bin, and then you'll be able to reference it. It's just updating it. There's just a couple new commands and a couple new things you need to use to reference in this video. So then also what we're going to be doing is we're going to be creating a new folder. So in my last video, we were working directly out of the Cardano node folder. We don't want to do that. It's just not good. It's not the best thing to do. So we're going to be making a folder in our main directory so we can reference it. So another thing I wanted to teach you guys. So anything in this folder, you can reference with a little squiggly line. So this is our home folder. So for example, if we're in, we can reference anything in here with this little squiggly line anywhere. So we could be in the Cardano node folder, but then do cd squiggly line / and then downloads, and it'll do that. And then it's also cool to copy stuff this way, because you can just do cd squiggly line / downloads / if Cardano node was an executable, for example, or a .json, you can just do this and then do squiggly / copy, in case that was a directory that you need to put something in there. And you can just do that and it'll copy that JSON file in there. So it's just good to have stuff in this folder. So we're gonna make something for this video, and it's kind of getting a little bogged down here. I'm gonna have to fix that. But we're gonna do make directory. You guys need to call it node or pool or whatever you want, but I would keep it at node. And then I'm gonna make mine node YT, because I'll just make it node YT lowercase to make it easier to reference. Because I already did this. I always do this before I make the videos, so I can make sure I can get everything working before I try to teach you guys how to do it, of course. So then we just are gonna go to the node YT folder. So then the first thing that we're gonna do is we're gonna make 2 more directories in here, and we're gonna have pool and then make directory relay. So then now we got this folder set up. It's looking pretty fine, mighty fine. So then you're going to want to copy all of the files from your pool folder and your relay folder, or I think it was called block producing actually. So you're gonna want to copy all the files from your block producing and your relay in the last video over here. You're gonna want to make sure, remember they use the same config, but they use a different topology file. And then the relay connects to the friends and family network, while the block producing, or what we're calling it now, the pool, only connects to the relay and they use the alternate ports. I'm not going to show you guys how to do that in this video. If you want to know how to do that, you need to reference the last video, but I will give you just a kind of a recap. They use the same config, they use the same Genesis, but they do use different topology. The pool only references the relay, and then the relay references the pool, and then also the whole network. So if you guys need more help with that, just feel free to message me or comment down below. But you do need to watch the video. If you come to me not knowing how to do something I mentioned in the last video, I'm going to say, hey man, you got to watch the last video, because I can't help out with everyone if they're not completely paying attention to the stuff. And I know I can miss over stuff, and that's perfectly fine if you message me about that. But now that we got those 2 folders set up, we're gonna go ahead and make another directory called cold keys. So we're gonna go out of here. I'm just gonna make the directory here. Where should I make it? Yeah, I'll make it here. So we're going to make a directory in here called cold keys, which is pretty nice. And then we're going to go into cold keys. So cd cold keys, and then we're going to be generating some stuff. And then also, if you guys want to just copy and paste this stuff in, you need to click on the guide that I'm going to have in the link down below, as you probably already know. So what we're doing here is we're making some keys to get ready. I think this is for the wallet. Yeah, this is for the wallet. And then it's the same thing kind of as earlier, verification -key -file. I gotta get rid of the Brave ad. Gotta be collecting that paper, am I right? -key -file. And then we will do this. Oh, I didn't actually name the key. I need to do that. So we're gonna name these ones KES. That's what the guide says, .s key. And then the first one, which I forgot back here, I gotta make sure it's right. And then I typed these in to kind of give you guys the time to do the same. I know I could just copy it in. It's probably easier to not mess it up that way, but also it gives me time to explain some things. So this one's V key, and then the next one's S key. What did I spell wrong? Operational certificate issue counter. Oh, we're doing the KES. So I messed up. We got to do keygen and then dash capital KES. And then now we got that set up. The keygen's for the next part of it. So these are your cold keys. So Cardano dash CLI. I'm going to go up here so I don't have to type in and actually just use this, but then change the names. So we're just taking away the KES here, and then these are going to be your cold keys. And then we also need to add one last line to this. Sorry about my dogs. It's going to be cold.skey. Hey, midnight, shut up! Sorry about that. And then a cold.vkey. And then we need to do the counter at the end. Hey! So then we're going to be typing in operational certificate issue counter. And then we're going to name it cold counter. Hell yeah, we did it. Am I allowed to say that on YouTube? So then you can always type in cat and then whatever it was called to see if that worked. And then I'll go ahead and do that. We can do cat cold counter. Yep, see, it should look like that. You can use that for anything, any of the files that you need to look at. You just do cat and then the name for addresses too. It's pretty cool. I think that is maybe it's a Cardano CLI thing. I don't know. Maybe it's a Linux thing, but it's nice. Okay, so now we're going to do the Shelly node op certification. And then I guess we can just do that in this cold keys folder. That's not what they wanted this cold keys folder for. They wanted this cold keys are for the important keys they're using. Just keep that in mind. Don't follow this guide for your actual node. I'm going to have a different guide for your actual node to show you guys how to do this stuff in a safe way. This video is not for safety. It's just showing you guys just to get you playing. You know what I mean? It's because what you'd actually want to do is create these keys on a computer that's not connected to the internet, which sounds pretty wild. But that's how it works. And I will show you guys how to do that eventually. But remember, this is not for safety. So then the next thing we're going to do is, like I said, we're going to want to create that op certification. And then we're going to reference the keys we have in this folder. Cold signing key file. And they're referencing the cold counter, and then KES dash period 0 dash out dash file opcert. Okay, cool. And then I spelled period wrong, didn't I? Yeah. Out file. Let me look over all that if it looks good. Okay, yeah, that does look good. Let's see if it works. Oh, it looks like it worked. Then we can do cat opcert, and then you guys can steal my stake pool if you'd like. It's all yours. It's all yours. I don't know if you can even steal it with that. I think you might need my gold keys for that. Yeah, you do. So then the next part of this guide, it's chmod. So this is what they type in. They type in chmod a-rwx, and then they lock up this cold keys folder. So they're not actually being in here, but they're just doing cold keys. Maybe it's / cold keys. What this is doing is it's locking this folder, so you're the only user on here that can actually do that. But because I'm not actually worried about this stuff, I'm not going to do it right now because we're just doing this for fun. But that's just showing you guys how to lock that folder if you would like to do so yourself. So then we're generating a VRF key pair for our new stake pool, same way as we did before. So we're just gonna go ahead and do that in this folder. See, I should have just done this all in the node folder, and that's what you guys should do. But it is all fine. This is just for practice to get you guys up and running, because that's what these videos are for. Because I know anyone with Linux experience isn't going to want to watch me type in these commands, but these are for people that need to learn Linux and would like to at least get up and running to do so. And that's what I like to do here. But we are getting there, I promise. Okay. Cool. Yep, all right, so we got everything we need to start up the pool. So remember, you guys need to have your relay node. So look, type in ls and look. So your pool and your relay folder, those need to have the topology files and the config files in them to work. So and you also need to have them set up right. And I mentioned that earlier in this video. I'm not going to go over it again. You need to have those connected the way I mentioned in this video and the last one. And then you're going to start up the nodes similar to how you did before. So we're going to bring this guy over here. So this is kind of where you're going to run into issues with is the ports. So screw it, I'll go over it again. Okay, so this is the block producing node. You need to have your IP address right here, and then you need to have a port right here. And this is the public IP that I mentioned this in the last video. And then you're going to want to have a port. The port doesn't matter, but it does matter for when you start it. And it needs to be different than this one, and then this one needs to be 3001. So when you start the node, this is what matters. So when you're starting the relay, you want to reference the port in your block producing node. And when you're starting the block producing node, you want to reference the port in your relay node. That's the secret ingredient right there. That's the hard part. And you guys have just figured it out. So when we go to run this, the first thing you're going to want to do is run your relay node, which is what I got set up right here. And then the second thing you're going to want to do is then run the block producing node. But this time we're going to be using our Shelly KES key and our VRF key and our operational certificate. So it's the exact same thing that we did before, Cardano node run for the relay node, with everything's the same, but for the block producing node, it's a little different. You just add -- Shelly KES key, and then you reference the signature key for that, which is the S key, and then the Shelly VRF key, then the signature key for that, which is the S key. And then -- Shelly operational certificate, it's like it always is, dashes in between words. So Shelly operational certificate, and then the certificate that we made earlier, the OpCert. And we can go ahead and do that just for the beauty of it. Cardano. I don't actually have it set up. I can do it in my other folder. But once you type that in, it will work. We'll go up here, and then I'll just copy the one from when I started this. Oh no, this is actually the relay. We don't want that one. Okay. Yep, steal my stake pool. You guys can have it. Okay. There it is. Just copy that bad boy and paste them over here just so you guys can see it. So it's the same way that we start the other one. I have my port is 3000 in my relay node, so that's why I referenced 3000 here. It doesn't actually matter. You guys also need to make sure you have your firewall settings in Google Cloud set up right, so they can reference those. And then you just topology, reference topology. And then in the other folder, I have it set up as block producing, but I'm going to move over to pool and then reference your socket, reference the JSON. And then this is where it's different, the KES key, and then the Shelly VRF key, and then the Shelly operational certificate. So it's the same way to run the node as last time, but this is going to be referencing different things. And then if you guys want to know if your node's connected, the next video I'm going to be putting out is going to be sending money and then also doing the monitoring service. So if you guys are waiting on that, it's coming soon. I'm going to try to do 2 days from today. So chain extended, this is how you know that life's good if your chain is extending. It'll take a little bit for your block producing node, but it'll just keep updating like this. The block producing node will take a little bit longer, but yeah, that's it. So if you guys have any questions, you are now ready to, if you got both of the nodes up and running, you're now ready to start producing blocks when they release exercise 4. I'll also have a guide for that coming out soon. Just let me know if you guys are still enjoying these videos, because I kind of already got you up and running. So just let me know if you want to keep seeing these videos come out, or if you want to wait for something a little more fine-tuned that actually shows you guys how to do all of these things the right way when all the information's out. But I do enjoy making these, so if you enjoy these videos, make sure you leave a like and a comment down below. If you made it this far, type in KES mechanism in the comment down below. Let's see if I can see one of those. But I hope you guys have a good day. Goodbye.